Alright, this is your boy Juggernaut, Kingdom 440, out with another equipment video. I know I said I wasn't going to make one, but I just can't help but test things, and people were nice enough to help me test. A big thanks to people from all over the world who we're probably going to spend anyways. Like I said, I don't have a C40. Okay, so I can only apply the theories, the logic, and the math. Okay, that's it. That's all I can do. So without further ado, here are my findings. Okay, if you look at these percentages, they're all pretty low, right? And especially for the gun, right? It is what it is. So let me give you the cold hard facts of what is working right now. And at the very end of the video, I'll give you some other theories that might possibly work or possibly not. Here we go, without further ado. All right, so how can you get these percentages up above 2%? All right, when the game clearly says that they're never that high. Okay, well, here is the meat and potatoes, I like to call it, right? The cold hard facts. Okay, so if you go into your profile here, right underneath, right above your name there. My name here is Jugs No Strings, right? Jug No Strings. Right above that, there's a little exclamation point. Okay? If you click on that and you go all the way down, you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it gives you your equipment score. Okay? This is your highest score ever. Okay? So, how do you change your equipment score? Simple. You just change your equipment. Anything you take off or put on is going to either raise it or lower it, depending on the game, on the score that the game has given that particular piece of equipment. Okay? Alright, so if you look over here, I don't have anything on. My score has not gone down. My high score has not gone down, and it won't. Okay? But the thing is, the game always considers this score, regardless of whether it changes here or not. I know people want me to show numbers, right? Well, these numbers are not shown in the game. If I change my equipment, there's nowhere in the game it tells you what that score is. That's why I say get a pen and a piece of paper when you're playing the high scores game and write things down, or do it on a calculator on your computer, or whatever works for you. But I suggest pen and paper. Go old school with it and pull out the calculator, or be really good at math. Okay, so what are my initial findings? Basically, if you unequip all your equipment, okay, and this was sent to me by an anonymous buddy originally, and I did have it tested a few times. So without further ado, let's go on again. So you go and you forge your equipment, okay, like you would normally without your equipment on. All right. Again, I can't do it. I'm a free-to-play player. I'm not spending a bunch of money. So let me go on to something else that I explained before. Okay, so you can buy these in the shop here, right? You can buy your elixirs and all that. But if you're already doing the honors challenge right here, okay, depending on whether you just got the first tier, the second tier, or the third tier, right? And the prices are going to vary based on country, or whether you're using Android, Amazon, or Apple, right? All those things matter. Anyways, I am currently residing in Thailand, so here's my price. It's 349 baht, Thai baht. Okay, so I'm not going to do the conversion for you. That's something that you do or don't do. It's entirely up to you. I suggest people do this just because you get all these other goodies. It just requires you to complete certain tasks in the game. If you're playing every single day, this is a good way to get extra stuff. If you're playing just on the weekends, probably not. You're not going to get all the way up there. Okay, so let's go back to this. Increasing the percentage, okay? This is proven. It works, all right? I can't tell you who's going to do it for you, whether I'm not even going to tell you whether you should spend or not, because I don't advocate spending and I don't advocate not spending, okay? If you're a free-to-play player, play your game, play it your way. If you're going to spend anyways, it doesn't hurt to take the equipment off. Okay? Now I'm going to get into my theories, okay? something else that may or may not increase or decrease this percentage. Okay? Instead of equipment, could this be a power level thing? Okay? Because you can't tell. These numbers are not shown in the game. And I don't have a C40. And I'm not going to spend a bunch of money in there to test. Okay? And I'm not going to do any kind of cheating or anything to get these kind of things. Okay? I don't play that kind of game. Anyway, so another theory is it could be based on your power. Okay? Does your power affect the percentage? Okay, so why does that matter? Well, if you take off your equipment, like I did here, this is going to affect your overall power. Okay? Well, if you do the same, okay, let's go back here. If you do the same thing, if you take off all your guards, it changes your power level. All right? If you lose a bunch of troops, it affects your power level. Okay? So whether this math is based on your power level or the equipment score, honestly, it requires further testing, but people want this information out there, so I'm going to throw it out there. So I would like to ask anybody who has or is going to do it anyways, drop a comment in the comment section below. What are your findings? Okay? You don't have to. I mean, if you want to share the information, share it. For me, like I said, I openly share the information because if I find it, what good does it do keeping it to myself? All right, I'm not a selfish person. I'm not saying that other people are, but some people don't want to share it because they think it takes the advantage away. Okay, so for whatever reason, people do or don't share. So again, this is your boy Juggernaut, Kingdom 440, out with some tested, proven math and some theories that might help some of our spenders along the way. Spend or don't spend, that is entirely up to you, my friends. Peace.